riddles and road trips. So there we were, cruising down Route 66 on a family road trip, my dad at the wheel, my mom navigating with a map that probably belonged in a museum, and my little sister asking for the 100th time if we were there yet. We hadn't eaten since breakfast, so when we spotted a diner with a giant neon sign that read, "The Riddle Grill," we decided it was time to stop. The place had a peculiar charm, with retro booths and a jukebox that only seemed to play songs about food. We sat down, and a waitress dressed like she'd stepped out of a 1950s sitcom handed us menus that were more like cryptic crossword puzzles than anything else. Each item on the menu was a riddle. Instead of straightforward listings like burger or fries, we found ourselves staring at things like what has buns but never needs a seat, and what can be tossed but never caught. My dad, always up for a challenge, insisted we solve them all before ordering. My mom just rolled her eyes, muttering something about this being the last time she lets him pick the restaurant. My sister was giggling over her menu, trying to figure out if the answer to what's always on a roll but never in a rush was actually something she wanted to eat. Eventually, with much debate and a little help from the waitress, who seemed to delight in our confusion, we managed to piece together an order. When the food arrived, it was as if we'd solved a culinary Rubik's Cube. The burger was indeed the answer to what has buns but never needs a seat, and the salad turned out to be what can be tossed but never caught. We were all laughing, except maybe my mom, who still seemed to be questioning the life choices that led her here. My dad, however, was in his element, proclaiming he'd never had a meal that made him think so hard. As we finished up, the waitress returned with the bill, which was thankfully free of riddles. But as we got up to leave, she handed my dad a card that read, "Come back soon for another meal that's a real brain teaser." My dad chuckled and said, "Well, now I know why they call it the Riddle Grill. It's the only place where you can order food and leave with food for thought." With that, we piled back into the car, stomachs full and minds a little sharper, ready to continue our journey down the open road.